Hello YouTube, Maxwell24 here, and Gilly buff hasn't dropped, but the champion spotlight has, and boy am I excited as hell. Guillotine has been one of my favorite champs ever since I started playing the game, and I love her as a champ now. Like, I've been thinking about taking her to rank 3 because I heard about the buff, and now that I'm looking at the buff, I will probably actually, to be honest, just take her rank 3 right now. Just like I did Diablo, because his buff turned out to be freaking insane. And I hope Guillotine's does too. And now her dupe is different. Her dupe, so she's like a champ that doesn't rely on her bleeds, but a lot of her damage comes from her bleeds. And again, against bleed immune champs, she can't really do much. But the dupe has you inflict ruptures instead of bleeds, which is actually pretty cool. So now instead of the lifesteal on the dupe, it's now just in her base kit, and it's guaranteed too. So she heals 2% of all damage taken, and it says all damage, so it says stack those bleeds and watch the HP roll in. I'm very excited to test that, like, see her big damage and then see that her heal. And then her soul charges, when the opponent loses 5% of their health, or you inflict a bleed, you gain 1 soul charge. The first 10 are infinite, and additional ones after that last 10 seconds. Each soul charge grants a bit of attack, which is really cool. Sorry, I don't even know what the hell I just did there. At 10 soul charges, she becomes unshackled, enhancing her special attacks, and she also becomes unblockable if she's unshackled during her special attacks. Yeah. So, critical hits, 35% chance to inflict bleed, 5% for each buff. So you want to, like, for her best damage, you probably want to, in her best rotation, you probably want to have a buff-heavy opponent. Her heavy attack inflicts a bleed curse, which is when you use a special attack, each hit inflicts a bleed debuff, which I just want to know if you can stack the bleed curse, which could also make you inflict, like, double the bleeds on the special attack. So I want to see how that bleed curse works, because I'm just thinking of some really nutty damage. SP1 inflicts pain link, so it's kind of like the damage reflect, but you don't heal. So I want to see how that works. If she's unshackled, she spends souls to apply an additional one. So I really want to see how this pain link thing works, but it seems like a cool thing. SP2, same thing, inflicts Spectre, but when you're unshackled, you spend 10 souls to pause it for 10 seconds, like a 20-second heal reversal. Seems pretty cool. SP3 inflicts a degeneration, and she consumes all soul charges to increase the duration by 3 seconds per soul. I'm very excited to see this damage, because, I'm excited to see some of that bleed damage on special attacks. Also want to see her base damage, because increases by a bit for each soul charge. So I'm actually excited to see her base damage and her special damage. I'm also excited to see this degen damage on the SP3. And like I said, the dupe inflicts rupture against bleed immunes. But yeah, so it looks like you're gonna want to get your souls up, and then use a heavier 2 to get those curse, and then use, I'm guessing either SP2 or SP3, because SP2 would inflict more bleeds on the hits. It would inflict more bleeds, but I'm not sure how good that SP3 degen will be. So I'm not sure what her rotation would be, but I'm guessing, get some souls, use some heavies, and then launch some specials. But yeah, this buff seems great. She has some nice utility and some high damage potential, which says right here, especially when heavy special combos, deal some serious damage over time, high number of soul. So yeah, this is the Guillotine buff spotlight for you guys that couldn't find it. Yeah, I will be posting some other gameplay soon. I want to get some cool Abyss gameplay out. I want to get a Psycho Man Abyss solo, but I'll kind of stop talking now. Hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I think this buff is going to be great. I'm excited to see what the damage could be, what the damage rotation will be, the best damage rotation, everything. I'm excited to see that regen too. But yeah, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video.